a depressio. I'm alone.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're my guy in the manosphere.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
look smacks or?
No, do I look like I look smacks? With a side mouth like this?
You side maxing, you side mouth maxing.
A mouth max.
Yeah, I want to present this.
Mouth
If looks
min,
maxing
actually.
is a thing,
Mm.
right?
So looks maxing, explain for people at home that don't have a clue, and me. Is that where you just make yourself look as attractive as you believe humanly possible?
I think it's just kids trying to. It's just looking good, isn't it? It's like maximizing your potential to look great.
Right.
But like kids come up with all these new words like Gen Zers and stuff. Like, wait, what are we now?
Well, they turn everything into gaming, don't they?
Yeah, like we got a looks max, and there's this one guy called Clavicula or something who's like the head honcho of like looks maxing, where he smashes his face with a hammer with his chin to make sure his chin's like fucking defined.
What?
Yeah, man, it's such a bit that
Every day.
There was a whole interview that Andrew Callaghan did Channel 5 for anybody. If you want to get into looks maxing.
Excuse me. So he starts his day by getting in front of a mirror and smashing his chin with a hammer.
He gets kind of annoyed at that as well because he's like, I'm not actually smashing bone. He called it bone smashing, but then everyone's like, why are you doing that? But it's just to define his chin to get it fucking
bone smashing.
It's crazy, man. It's
wow.
wild.
Fuck
Honestly,
me.
anybody listen to this, if you just pause this, go away, and just give a quick Google.
Just have a quick go at bone smashing. Why not?
And if this is what I want to say to you as well. If looks maxing is a thing,
yeah. Sorry, let's get back to the point.
Then what is mad maxing?
What?
Mad Max is already a thing, but mad maxing?
Is that like?
Think about it.
I would imagine that's playing up your mental health issues to get yourself an extra sick day at work.
When I was streaming on Twitch the other day, my stream title was Sad Maxing.
Yeah, because it was like making you sad.
No, I thought it's funny. That, to be fair, I'm being a jester. So that's another term that Gen Z has used. Like jester, like to be a jester is to like you just don't take any. You're a bit pathetic. Like, oh, you're gesturing right now. Can you just Google it as well, please? Like, do you want me to pull it up?
No, I'll do it. I'll Google it.
Give it like there's so many.
What am I Googling? Sad maxing.
No, not sad maxing. Google jester, like to be like jester.
Jester.
In 20. What is Google saying about this?
Gen Z slang.
Jester slang. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Pull that up, Jamie.
Excuse me, Jamie.
Don't matter.
What?
Don't matter.
In Gen Z slang, particularly with looks maxing communities, jester is used as an insult to describe a person, action, or idea as foolish, unserious, or a waste of time. It's often used to dismiss behaviour deemed ridiculous, with the related term jester maxing used to deride the act of focusing on personality over physical appearance.
I'm jester maxing, dude. We're jester maxers.
Yeah,
I'm proud of that.
But you know what? Like
jester maxing the manosphere.
Don't take yourself so fucking seriously, Gen
Z. This is the thing.
You know
Gen Z have just gone completely bad. Like not all of you. None of them are watching this. Not all of them, but
thankfully,
yeah. Not all of them gone batshit crazy, but they're already just making up terms for stuff that already exist. It's like looks max is just like, oh, you just fucking work out and look after yourself, I guess.
Every single person that's ever been to drama school, I guess, is a jester or jester maxing.
Well, this is the hypocrisy of it.
Yeah, because
it's crazy.
They want nobody to do everything, but they believe everybody is individual. So surely everybody's jester maxing because they all want to maximize.
It's all ridiculous. It makes no sense. And that Clavicula or whatever his name is, the main head honcho of like he is seen as like the guy behind. He got obsessed with looks maxing.
The guy who smashes himself in the face with a hammer.
Yeah,
is he seen as a jester?
No, he sees other people as jester. He doesn't see the importance. Like
he doesn't see that smashing himself in the face with a hammer is fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so you need to go watch the interview of Andrew Callaghan, Channel 5, where he sits down with him for an hour.
Right.
And the interview ends, spoiler alert, with him kind of like seeing no point in the conversation, and he kind of feels like he's like, yeah, I don't see any point in this because it's not like maximizing anything. It is crazy. Like honestly, me and Leanne watched it, and we both sat there and went. It's not even sad. It's just like you're seeing like it's not even a person you're looking at. It's like this. He is birthed from the internet culture. He's just literally a vessel to just
the embodiment of an internet.
It's the embodiment of like just a typical Reddit user who goes on these horrible forums. By the way, like these like categorizing women and seeing.
When do you think? Just quickly before we get into this.
Before we get into this
wild case study, when do you think the internet like went bad? Like when like properly bad.
Can I answer that in a different way? When did I think there was the peak of internet?
When was the peak of internet before the trough? When was the highest point of the mountain?
Late 2000? Was it like 2011s, 2010s?
I think maybe 2010, 2011 was like
peak.
The internet was still good then, right? And not much. Like it was still kind of counterculture.
Yeah,
it wasn't much about like adverts from Lloyd's TSB. It was more about kind of. It wasn't about BetterHelp trying to jam an advert down your throat every 5 minutes. By the way, don't use BetterHelp. Get a real counsellor. Just don't use BetterHelp. We have their adverts, unfortunately, at the start of our episodes.
Oh, shit.
Because we have to have paid adverts to make like a tiny, tiny bit of money, which we've not even been paid out for yet because we haven't quite got to $100 worth of payment. So
which is around £80.
If you've heard an advert for BetterHelp at the start of this episode and you think, oh, these guys, they're really looking after my mental health, just Google or search any search engine you want to use. Counsellors near me in my area. Do never ever go to betterhelp.com. Never go there. And that is not a sponsored ad. That is a sponsored un-ad, by the way. We're just playing the game. But BetterHelp, if you are listening, just be better.
Help.
Be better and help, yeah.
Be better at helping, which is literally your title. And stop trying to make money!
Yeah, just stop putting adverts on our things. They probably will after this.
The irony is they'll be just like, well, we're playing the game as well, I guess.
They're playing the game.
I just imagine when you call it BetterHelp.
They're playing the game of manipulating people that need actual mental health support.
Right, yeah. I listen to to be fair, I want to do a study case on Mr. Beast, actually. He would be a great one for a study case. So I watched like a little, it was like a 10-minute study case on Mr. Beast, and it was like explaining what he's like the product of now and how he's monetizing, like just really hopeless people. Like when he gave everybody like he made people like, my fucking brain's not working. He made everybody see again, like who had cataracts, like turning like. Do you remember that viral video he had where he had like loads of people come in and there was?
I have no idea who Mr. Beast is.
Thank God.
I have no idea.
You shouldn't.
I have no idea who that is. I know the name. I know that he's a YouTube guy. I know that every now and then he gives away like lots of money on Twitter.
Yeah, but he's monetizing like desperate people. That's the
thing.
Okay,
yeah. So I think also it's like, I'm going to give away $100,000 that could change your life.
If you
that to me is absolutely nothing. But
no, but the thing is, he gets desperate people because like if you sit in a room for $100,000 for like fucking 7 days with no lights. And it's like torturing them essentially just to give them money, and the way the whole system.
Oh wait, it does that? The things I've seen were just like retweet this and tag a friend, and you might win 100 grand.
Yeah, again, it's one of those because people go, "Well, he does such like amazing things," and you're like,
he's got his own chocolate bars.
Yeah, but he's monetizing like people's. Like,
I know a lot
desperation.
about him. I know a lot about him, but if he walked past me in the garage, you know what I mean.
And by the way, he's not a bad person. It's just like he's a product of everything that's come to be of the internet now. Like he's found a way to monetize desperation and gamify like just giving away money.
I would really like this podcast to go the other way. I'd like to just monetize. Like I'd like to find a nice community of people that are just our people, and I'd like that to be the thing that we do, and not like Mr. Beast it up. Jack it off. 24 hours.
Got to get him in the first
24 hours streaming on Kick, and get everyone in the first 30 seconds. No,
the algorithm,
make them
wait.
Hook. Make them wait. I can't be asked with hooking. In fact,
maybe our time's coming round. I think
that leads us nicely actually onto the case study for today, who is a guy called Max Clifford. And I rang you earlier. Literally, physically rang you. Didn't voice note you. Didn't message you. Physically rang you face to face.
Face to face.
It was a bit weird, wasn't it? And you were in the co-op.
I was in the co-op and I did answer, and I turned the volume straight down because I was like, he's going to shout something obnoxious.
You knew at the tills I was going to be saying something.
The boys always do that when I'm on Discord and I nip to the shop and they just start screaming stuff and I'm like, please stop.
It's hard not to, isn't it, when you're at the counter? And a pack of extra large condoms, please, mate, because you got a bit of cock.
Yeah. Get your cock out, mate.
Yeah. Get your cock out, mate.
Like, please stop.
Hey, mate, get your cock out, please.
Yeah, I turned you straight down. I'm so used to doing that. I'm like, no.
And three whiskey cokes. He's a pedo.
Oh, he's stealing. He's stealing.
Yeah.
That's one.
And everyone in the guy that's working in the shop's like, oh, fuck. Like, I can't be arsed with this again. I mean, you must have
God
that
bless
so
him.
much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like when people come up to me when I'm DJing, they stand in front of me and go, wiki, wiki, wiki.
They
wiki,
do
wiki,
that.
wiki, wiki.
They do that.
Yeah. My friend, actually, Tom.
Yikers.
My friend Tom Geldart today, shout out to Tom, future guest of the pod, very, very funny man. And I do believe he listens. He sent me a meme of that today and he was like, I bet you are so sick of this. And I was like, yep. Nailed it.
God damn it.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
Or just
Okay,
like
right.
that. Just pretended to scratch.
Like,
Like, yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
yeah,
That's what I do.
That's it.
Be like someone coming up to you and like that. Pretending you're like video editing using the keyboard or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click. Max Clifford, though, a PR guru. Do you know you didn't know who he was earlier when I rang you?
No.
Have you researched him now?
No, I still haven't. Sorry, I was doing a Slay the Spire.
It's good. It's good that you haven't because it's quite.
I think it's better that way. Like sometimes, anyway.
It's
like
quite
if
a rise and fall. For
Okay,
this,
cool,
for
cool,
this
cool,
guy,
cool,
which
cool,
is
cool, cool.
which is fantastic.
Sam Clifford. I instantly
Max
think of
Clifford.
Max Clifford. So he's Clifford Maxin.
Cliff Maxin, yeah.
So he's
He's definitely Cliff Maxin.
he's definitely Cliff Maxin.
Yeah, as in
I think of Clifford the Big Red Dog as well. Like
yeah,
that's
Max Clifford, the big red dog.
Maxin.
Yeah. Well, he is kind of Cliff Maxing. If you imagine a cliff, and imagine like driving a car really fast up to the edge of a cliff, that's probably quite exhilarating. And then the moment you go over the edge of the cliff, that's probably quite exhilarating. And then the downfall into the rocks and the sea below, that bit's probably quite
Thelma
scary.
and Louise style.
Yeah, so this is very much Cliff Maxing with Max.
With Max Clifford.
Max Cliff Maxing, yeah.
Max Cliff
Yeah,
Maxin. That's the name of the podcast. As
100%. So this is a guy. Let's set the scene a little bit like we did with the Zuckerberg episode. He's born in 1943. So this is the middle of World War II. He's born into.
Oh, okay.
This is a time where meals include, David. These are what are included in your weekly rations. You get a bit of bacon, bit of ham, some meat. It's usually mystery meat. Yeah, it's usually a pork chop. Some butter, some margarine, lard, sugar, tea, cheese, milk, one fresh egg per week, and powdered egg the rest of the time.
The only thing on that list is powdered egg. I'd eat the rest. That sounds great.
Powdered egg.
Don't even know what that is.
Imagine us, egg boys.
Oh,
imagine
mate, I had them
having
this
powdered
morning. I had
egg.
3 poached eggs this morning.
Yeah, that's it. Imagine one fresh egg per week.
Per week?
In a family, in a household.
Jesus.
One egg per
You have
week.
to decide who gets that egg.
Yeah.
You can't share an egg out.
You'd just have scrambled egg, wouldn't you? Imagine the
There's me
luxury.
trying to fucking, like, my brain's like, how do you share an egg? Scrambled egg.
There's a lot of people out there going, fucking hell, we live in the worst time known to man, eating 3 dippy eggs at the time. I'm like, do you know what I mean? One egg or powdered egg. National loaf was a key dish. The government basically dictated like a loaf of bread. It was like a wholemeal bread, and it was called national loaf. It's crazy, isn't it? You couldn't buy a lemon or a banana for toffee. You just couldn't buy them. They pretty much didn't exist. Hitler's all over the gaff, obviously.
Well, we import bananas, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, but in World War II,
Yeah, we ain't. Yeah.
you might see one on a rare occasion. But
We're going down that
bananas.
route. We're going down that route with the oil at the minute, aren't we? The straight off our moves. We're fucked.
It's straight off our moves.
Liam was like, fill up today, by the way, because like people are just going mad for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? And then I saw loads of people just
this going
glug
up
in
and up,
there.
innit? Yeah.
It is. You can't.
Yeah.
I can't fill my tank anymore. But anyway, it's like and then I turned on the radio. It's like a scene from. It's honestly like a scene from. I've turned my phone into a dumb phone, which has been fucking amazing. By the way, my mental health has collided through. So I don't know any of this anymore.
Great.
And as soon as I got out on the road and I put the fucking after Leanne coming in and telling me all this, put the radio on. The first thing is like, oh, it's just interviewing people who are talking about the oil crisis and how fuel's gone. And I'm like, this is the start of a fucking horror movie. Yeah. And I just turn the radio off. I'm like, please, I just want to live.
But bad news is what we're kind of going to get to some of that within this as well, which is great. Yeah. But I wanted to just briefly aside say to you, you know what? You know, one thing that we've said we find repeatedly funny on this podcast is people that are homosexual, but
closeted gays
that aggressively pretend that they're not gay.
They're not gay. Yeah, but that just need to come out.
And imagine if one of them was called the straight of Hummels. The straight guy of Hummels. He's like, Hummels. I'm not gay. Well, I'm not the straight of Hummels.
I'm straight of Hummels.
I'm the straight of Hummels.
I'm the straight of Hummels. It's not called the gay of Hummels, is it?
It just makes me laugh so much that there's like this defiant guy that won't get out of the way. So what do you mean? Like, we know you get, just move out of the way. Look, honestly, unblock yourself.
Unblock yourself.
Unblock yourself. Just be gay. Just be free. Like, stop being the straight of Hummels. Unblock yourself.
Stop letting Japanese people through. They're all right. They can close. They can go
just
through.
Aggressively denying everyone.
Just Eastern Europeans.
I'm the straight of Hummels. Why are you calling me gay? I'm not gay.
I'm not called the gay of Hummels, am I?
Interesting.
I like that.
Locality-wise as well, like, it's quite interesting because it's probably quite anti-gay out there anyway. Let's move on before we get cancelled. So Max Clifford's dad was an electrician and a regularly unemployed alcoholic gambler. Great start in life. He left school.
Great on your CV.
He left school with no certificates, or as Gen Z would say, he was not certy. No certy.
He wasn't really life maxing, was he?
He wasn't life maxing. No, he was definitely cliff maxing.
Cliff maxing is so funny.
And then he got a job in a department store, and within 4 months he got sacked. So it didn't start too well for old Maxie. You might play a tiny violin for him at this point. He got a little taste of the press though, because his brother Bernard, great name, we should bring it back. You don't get many Bernards these days.
You don't know.
He used his union connections to get Max, his brother, a job at a newspaper. And after a redundancy at Max's first job, he got a big payout and bought a house. He then began training as a journalist with a newspaper called the South London Press.
And he got made redundant and was able to buy a house from the redundancy money. Just shows how low house prices
in South London as well. Insane, like
probably £2 at the time.
Kind of crazy, yeah. But so he got a job in one newspaper, got made redundant. The redundancy pay, he bought a house and then started
ripped a house.
Just a quick rip.
How long did he have this job for?
I don't know. I can check it out.
Because I'm thinking, fucking hell, redundancy package had to be high.
Let's see if it says when the publication moved premises, Clifford decided to take redundancy, buying his first house and finding work with the South London Press to train as a journalist. So he didn't even lose his job. It moved premises, and he took redundancy to buy a first house.
And then he went into journalism.
So then he starts training as a journalist with a newspaper called the South London Press. And after this, so this is sort of a couple of years that he does this. And then he goes on. Let me start this. So he's working at South London Press and he's writing columns about records, music. And at the same time as he's doing this, he runs a quote-unquote disco above a pub called The Crown in Wimbledon. They used to play hits from the early 60s, so we've got a bit of Cliff Richard in there. We're all going on a summer holiday.
Can't be better singers.
All of that. Early Beatles, the very first Beatles hits. Bit of Elvis. And then Side Hustle Alert, because you've still got to have one, even in, 1962. Max reportedly, allegedly, we'll say, he also used to use the pub to screen adult films under the name Climax Productions.
I mean, back then, we grew up in the time of bush porn, like where you just find porn in a bush before internet.
Yeah, all the women were very shaven in our porn.
Back then, no, like throwing shade.
Yeah.
You get porn when you get it. Do you know what I mean? If you had to do some screenings.
John, where you going? Oh, just off down the Crown. What's on tonight? It's Climax Productions.
Climax Productions.
What's that?
Climax Productions is a crazy name.
Climax Productions as well.
What?
Do you reckon at this time in the early 60s, like do you reckon it's all male audience watching all this smut, filth?
Sure, because
it's the swinging 60s.
Well, mate, well,
is it just a bunch of horny guys jacking it in a pub called the Crown in Wimbledon?
Males, I would say, they watch their porn and women read their porn.
Right. Okay.
And we've always watched porn.
Do you think even in the 60s it was like
definitely?
That?
I think so.
Even the swinging 60s.
Yeah,
you have to ask our parents, won't we?
I just ring up my dad and said, "What did you fucking?"
Give your mum a quick call.
I know what my dad would say.
Oh my God!
I know what he'll say.
What will he say?
He used to get him in boxes. If you remember, I don't know if you ever remember this.
Your dad used to get his porn in boxes.
No, there was we had an uncle that just used to get porn or something. I need to figure that out.
Hold on.
I don't think I could be saying this either. My mum would be like watching this going, please stop.
Please stop. When my grandparents and my uncle or whatever used to visit us, because we live quite a distance away from them, they bring kind of like care packages for us. So every now and then they bring like a bit of food. Even though my dad had a good job and so did my mum, we had like, quite a nice house and all that. They still used to think that we didn't have enough money to live. So they provide us with a bit of food, some beans, some, biscuits, that kind of thing. Are your uncles turning up with boxes and boxes of porn for your dad?
I have this very weird memory of a very, very
We can't talk about it, but...
a very fuzzy one of just like, swear we had a weird family member like supplying porn or something. I need to figure that out.
Yeah, okay,
I think he was banished from the family, actually.
Let's move on. I thought there's nothing wrong with a man having a dream. At this point, he's running a disco. He works at a newspaper. He's running porno nights down the local pub. Fantastic. I think bring that back.
Do you reckon they're jacking it? Like...
Bring that. I don't know. That's what I sort of asked. Do you think they're jacking it? Do you think guys are just sort of? Is porn common at this point? I don't know.
Is everybody flicking the cock? Porn's definitely.
Is porn common?
Porn has been around since since man could put pen to rock or rock to rock.
Well,
used to draw. I swear.
Pornography became increasingly common in mainstream during the late 1960s, shifting from hidden stag films to more public commercialized adult media.
Films.
Yeah, so
that sounds.
I don't know what a hidden stag film is. Should we have a look at what that is?
I don't know if you should go down this road.
What's it? Well, I guess a hidden stag film.
You incognito.
Stag films, often referred to blue movies or loops, were short, silent pornographic films produced clandestinely from the late Victorian era through to the 1960s. They were created for private exhibition at male-only stag parties and smokers, rarely appearing in commercial cinemas. It was a different time. We was talking about that yesterday when we talked about like old boys going, well, this is what you did, it? Just different times. Like, nah, I get. This literally is a different time. This really is a different time.
No, but it
Victorian era porno, silent.
But you know all the risky 80s, then you had all the fucking like
the risky 80s.
When you had fucking what's his name come
Stringfellow, Peter Stringfellow.
No, worse than him. Like
the Playboy, Hugh Hefner.
Not him. That's not Hugh.
Shawadi, what? Who are you talking about? The pedo.
Pedo, yeah.
Jimmy Savile.
And
when you had him come out,
and people,
when he came out,
when
they brought out Jimmy Savile,
that's what he come out.
When they brought out the Savile range.
No, but then we spoke about that on Discord the other night, where it was like, it's just what they used to say. Oh, it's what you did, wasn't it? Back in the fucking 80s, just it was attracted to like younger people. You're like, no, that's not a thing. Stop saying it's like.
Max Clifford will back that up very shortly.
Oh no,
Max Clifford will back that up for you very, very shortly. But this is interesting actually. So pornography became increasingly common and mainstream during the late 1960s. So actually, Max is onto a bit of an early boom here. It's like he can see where this is going. He's getting in there early, and he's like, I'm going to screen some porno in this pub. This could be the first time some of these blokes have ever seen a porno screened. It could be like the first time they've seen like full bush penetration on screen.
You would have been full bush back then as well. No one was shaved.
I reckon they're all probably bricked up. They're probably jacking it in the toilets.
They probably go for like jack breaks, don't they? They'll be like, right, I'm just off.
Yeah.
Fucking, imagine.
I don't think everyone's sat around. I mean, it could
just flicking.
It's quite smoky in the pubs, isn't it? Back in the day, so they could be jacking it. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Yeah. He goes on to work for EMI Records between the years of 1962 and 1968. Max Clifford claims that he helped to launch the Beatles' American career.
Bollocks.
He claims that he helped to launch their entire American career. When we go on to see who he works with later on, then you might change your mind on that. So it is entirely possible that he had a hand in it, because he was working.
To be fair, I don't even know. I'm just making it out because I don't like him already. So I'm like, no, fuck him.
The Beatles' debut single is 1962, I believe. It's "Love Me Do," and he is definitely working for EMI at that time. So 1962.
Just because he's an arsehole doesn't mean he's lying.
Yeah, exactly. It's more likely true. So it says here, working for EMI is sort of where we realised the power of attention, and attention being more powerful than truth itself. So it doesn't matter if what you're saying to people is true, as long as people are looking at you and paying you attention, that's all that matters.
There's a line in the House of the Dragon that I always quote, and I don't want to do it, and it's just this House of the Dragon.
That's fine. Whilst you're looking that up, I want to give you a couple of quotes here. So P.T. Barnum, who I believe is the circus guy depicted in The Greatest Showman, he's the guy who said the words, "There's no such thing as bad publicity." And Oscar Wilde, another friend of the podcast, he said a very similar thing, which is the only thing worse than people talking about you is people not talking about you. So these kind of ideologies have already been around for about 100 years, but Max Clifford's very much kind of embedded into that kind of mentality where it's like, it's better if people are talking about you than not talking about you. It's definitely better if they're coming to your weird porno nights at the pub. I mean, at pubs now, what do you have? Quiz night Sundays, karaoke Mondays. We could do porno Tuesdays. I reckon it would definitely get people in the pub. Like if we started screening events of like VHS old pornos. I don't know. I think there could be a market for that, you know.
I mean,
I don't know if you'd have to have a special
license.
I don't
think there could be a fucking market, mate, because like everything is like on your phone.
Yeah,
like,
but imagine
Pornhub exists.
Yeah, but then it'd be novel, won't it? Like the way that people collect DVDs and VHSs again.
But I think they did it back then just because that was the only way they could.
Yeah, but now imagine the young audience that can't access porn because they won't submit their face to Keir Starmer and his woke regime. They're like, well, how am I supposed to watch porn? And we were like, come down to the Crown.
Come down
to the Crown. We've got a VHS player. We're going to hook it up to that big screen there. We'll get the landlady to put the dark curtains down and we'll all watch a porno together in unison. And if you want, we'll have a little private jacket corner where you can go and finish yourself off. That we're going back. It's a full circle moment. The earth is healing. We're watching porno in pubs again. What was the quote you were going to say? Sorry.
It was what he says to Rhaenyra in House of the Dragon. Says the truth does not matter, only perception. It's when they were trying to like swayed.
But absolutely true. Absolutely true.
The fucking,
that's why social media does what social media does. Because if someone looks at your Instagram and goes, "Oh, it looks like you're doing well," then you're doing well.
Yeah, they're talking about the family and the perception of the family, and Rhaenyra's like, "Why are we doing this, Daddy? Because truth doesn't matter." Rhaenyra, only perception. And I remember that, and I was like, "Fuck, that is like such a."
Why are we doing this, Daddy?
Yeah, House of the Dragon, sick show. You should watch it.
So after 6 years of working with minor celebrities and musicians, Max Clifford finally moves into the PR world. Begins his life as a PR agent in 1968. He's working for a guy called Chris
Hutchins.
He's
born in the 40s.
PR agency.
How old is he here?
He's born in 43, so this is 68. What's that, 25? He's about 25. He's sowing his wild oats in the big city.
So there he is.
He's gone from screening. He's gone from screening
now, isn't he?
He's gone from screening pornos above a pub. His arc is looking a lot less Tiny Violin and a lot more like Alpha Chad. He's definitely red pilled at this point.
Ooh.
He's bricked up.
Red pilling the malice.
He's red pilling. He's bricked up.
You pulled out red pill. That's
so what is PR? Do you know what PR is?
Personal relations,
public relations. So
relations.
pretty much. Yeah, exactly. So communication to build a positive reputation for individuals on earning media coverage is the actual definition. So back in the day, before you had social media, you had newspapers, TV shows, the news, and your aim, I guess, as a PR person is to get your client on as many of those things as possible.
Got it. So what celebrities do when they're promoting a movie, right? They got to talk to everybody.
Exactly. So now they do like the podcast circuits. They go on, they go and eat some hot chicken and have diarrhea. On
you on about hot ones?
On YouTube. Yeah, that's it. So it's like, it's gone
hot
from...
ones is sick, man.
It's gone from like an outrageous news story that in the newspapers to like having to sit and eat chicken until you have diarrhea. It's changed. The game is the same, but the parameters have changed. Now this is what I have to do, is it? And there must be some people from the old school that are like, I've got to go and do what? Eat chicken with a man who's asking me questions, and then in the hot sauce, there's hot sauce, and it gets increasingly more hot until I have painful diarrhea, and then that's the next 3 days written off after that.
That's the show, is it? That's the show.
Oh, wait,
people watch this?
And then after that, I've got to go and do an online magazine interview with hot sauce pouring out of me like lava. Is that's what
and
I've got to
go
do,
on TikTok Live now and just fucking promote this random drink.
Yeah, I've got to go sit in a box above. That's David Blaine. That's a different thing. Sorry. So to this point, David. By the way, sorry, listeners at home. This is sort of where my research ends. So I'm going to have to go through some very short notes on Max from this point. But it is important to notice that his first clients at the first PR agency were Paul and Barry Ryan. So I guess they're the early Chuckle brothers. I don't know. Do you know who Paul and Barry Ryan are?
No, I
Paul and Barry,
I
think Chuckle.
I instantly went, right, that's the Chuckle brothers then.
To me, to you.
To me. To Cliff.
So it says here, we'll just go Wikipedia because that's the easiest way of doing it, right? In 1970s, 27 years old, and Gillingham, who's Gillingham? I don't know. Gillingham retires. Hold on. Who fucking knows? Somebody that works at EMI. Right, hold on. Here we go. Right. So Sid Gillingham worked as chief press officer at EMI, and then after he left EMI, he asked Max Clifford to join him at Chris Hutchins' PR agency. And then in 1970, age 27, and after Gillingham, who got him into PR, retired, Clifford left Hutchins and he started his own agency, Max Clifford Associates, which is where the rest of the story will go.
Starts to really Cliff Max here.
He's really Cliff Max.
Started Cliff Max
He's
now.
Fucking Clifford. Max Clifford, the big
Cliff
red dog,
Max
Max in. Based in the offices of Joe Cocker's manager. Joe Cocker's a singer from Sheffield. That ties in nicely. Okay, cool. He starts off representing, this is quite a list, Frank Sinatra.
Just name some bigs.
Joe Cocker, Paul and Barry, Chuckle, Don Partridge, no idea, and Marvin Gaye. We know who Marvin Gaye is, right?
All right, handling some big names.
Yeah. Do you know that Marvin Gaye's dad shot him?
Weirdly, I knew this. Yeah.
In his sleep,
story.
Shot him in his sleep.
Wild.
Yeah, but no such thing as bad press. So.
No, yeah, you're right.
Your dad was thinking of your career, Martin.
Yeah.
And actually, I think
you should not done that, favour, really.
If you've not done that, probably wouldn't be listening to Sexual Healing today.
No.
So,
yeah, I think you should.
He later represented Muhammad Ali and Marlon Brando.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's the Godfather, right? Marlon Brando.
Is it? Yes.
Plays.
But we all know who Muhammad Ali is.
So, wait, hold on. Does he play the?
Is it starting to ramp up now?
Stupid. Yes, it starts to ramp up. So
he's getting a bit of power and weight behind him, and we starting to see the CEO corruption start to seep in.
This is the 70s. This is like 1970, right? So he started his agency. Things start to get really spicy when he gets to the late 70s, right?
As the money's starting to come in, I imagine.
Yeah, so we're going to...
As money corrupts, he gets his little grubby hands into him.
He's got his little agency. He's got some agents of power around him. He's representing Muhammad Ali. He's getting all these people in the press. All this sort of stuff is happening. It's fantastic. Right,
yes.
We're going to move on to Pamela Boards. So Pamela Boards was a brothel madam who had provided one of Max Clifford's clients with various services. and she was worried about publicity from an investigative reporter from famous newspaper News of the World. And I said earlier to you on the phone that I'd really like to do a piece about the demise of the News of the World, because that was quite a spectacular downfall, really quickly. So Clifford asked the madam to reveal details of her girls and clients, and found that one prostitute or sex worker, Pamela Boards, was simultaneously dating Andrew Neil, who was at that time the editor of the Sunday Times, Donald Trelford, who was then at that time the editor of The Observer, also a newspaper, the Conservative Minister for Sport, Colin Moynihan, and a billionaire arms dealer called Adnan Khashoggi. I don't know if I said his name right. Max Clifford then rang the News of the World editor, who was called Patsy Chapman, and he drip-fed her the story of Pamela Boards through the investigative reporter she was using on the madam. So basically, this is his first big scoop. He, by chance, sort of gets approached by this brothel madam who tells him that all these 4 people are simultaneously dating one of her girls. And this story is published in 1989 under the headline, "Call Girl Works in Commons." So it's like, since it was discovered she had a House of Commons security pass. So this sex worker had been given a House of Commons security pass, and that was issued to her by 2 MPs, David Shaw and Henry Bellingham. Clifford acknowledged the significance of the Boards story in shaping his career. It opened the world of kiss and tell. So this was such a huge scoop at the time. It was it's everything that you want in a story, isn't it? It's corruption, it's sex, it's people with influence and power. It's naughty business, really naughty business.
Interesting, so spicy.
So, but this is quite a common story now.
Yeah.
We get this all the time.
It's almost normalized.
This is just news now.
It's
but at that
when
time, this is a huge scoop.
Well, who was the US president that got his dick sucked?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
That back in the day was scandalous. Now,
Bus on Lewinsky.
If you heard Trump,
I mean, all the presidents are getting their dick sucked. Just some of them get caught.
Sure. So if that came out now, though, you wouldn't even batter an eyelid. You're like, yeah, of course.
If she,
look at the Epstein files, for fuck's sake.
If she just swallowed, though, there would have been no evidence. So I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm like, if she was less careless with the dribble, they would have been fine. But did she want to get found out?
Dribble.
Did she want to get found out? I don't know.
Jesus.
But I mean, JFK was the horniest president ever, wasn't he? He was shagging, absolutely rutting,
slinging it.
Yeah, he was absolutely rutting.
Slinging dick.
I think a lot of these people in power are rutting. It's a high stress job. You've got to get out your thing. What's it Matthew McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street says? Those are rookie numbers. You got to feed the geese 6 times a day.
Yeah.
Keep it all out of your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this was a scandalous.
So this is 1989. The scandals begin. So then
I'm fucking 3 years old at this point.
Yeah.
Or 2, should I say?
Yeah.
I'm 2.
Absolutely. So that was I think that was his first really big story. But Max Clifford also came to public attention. This is a huge one, this. And I don't remember this. This is before our time. There's I'm gonna say this is the hamster headline. And if I say hamster headline, what do you think?
Oh, I know this, but I think of South Park. But
what is it? What do you think it is?
Like shoving hamster up his ass.
Well, that's what I thought it was as well. But it's not that. In 1986, Max Clifford created a headline, "Freddie Starr ate my hamster," in the Sun.
Fucking Freddie Starr, man. Yeah. Jesus.
So comedian Freddie Starr
loved Freddie Starr.
Yeah. So Max Clifford in 1986 basically says, "Freddie Starr ate my hamster," and makes up a story that Freddie Starr ate a hamster between 2 slices of bread in a sandwich.
What the fuck?
Which is a complete lie. But the Sun...
What did Freddie Starr do?
The Sun publish it and print it.
Fake news.
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Literally fake news.
So this is the beginning of fake news. Max Clifford essentially not invented fake news, but he was like, why not?
Why not?
Say it.
Fucking just say it. He's probably racking up lines of coke at this point as well.
Freddie, people are going to fucking...
Tell you what.
People are going to fucking love...
Freddie,
oh my God.
eats hamster. No one's going to fall for that. They fucking won't. We'll print it.
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah, bastard. He's probably gurning. He's probably getting those fucking He's that fucking cocksucked. He's fucking Fred Maxim right now.
He's
not Fred Maxim.
He's
Cliff Maxim.
Cliff Maxim. The white Cliff Maxim.
Yeah, he's fucking on it, dude. Okay, so he just chucks that out there.
He just chucks that out there.
What does Freddie Starr say about this?
He's probably like, so he's Freddie Starr. He's Freddie Starr's publicist. So he's like, listen, Freddie. Honestly, listen,
Fred, it's going to be great.
Fred. Just picture this for a second. Just sit down. Stop doing press ups. Fred. Honestly, there's no such thing as bad publicity. What you want is people talking about you. This is going to get people talking about you. Whether it's true or not, Fred, doesn't matter. Because in 20 years, people will never know. In May 2006, so 20 years later, the BBC nominated Freddie Starr Ate My Hamster as one of the most familiar British newspaper headlines over the last century. So think about that. In 100 years, so since 1906 to 2006, the BBC think that that's one of the most familiar British newspaper headlines of the last century. Should we Google some more, like see what other recognizable headlines?
What the fuck? Just looking at pictures of Freddie Starr now.
1906 to 2006. Let's have a look. So these are the most recognizable newspaper headlines. That's top of the list. Freddie Starr Ate My Hamster, The Sun 1986. It's The Sun What Won It, The Sun 1992. Controversial headline following the Conservative general election. Gotcha, The Sun 1982. Reporting the sinking of the ARA General Belgrano during the Falklands War. Moon landing headlines 1969. The Queen dies 1952. War, various papers 1939. Yeah, I guess it would have been, yeah. Yeah, I mean Diana dying. I would argue maybe
I wasn't big like my dad read the newspaper a lot.
Well, we delivered newspapers. I saw a lot of headlines.
The thing is, you remember shit. I don't remember any of that shit, man. I don't.
Ian Huntley, I believe, I remember being a big one. I can't remember if the headline was like Monster or something like that when they finally caught him. But I remember
fucking Ian Huntley,
Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman being on the front of newspapers. Maddie McCann later on. That was a huge news story. But anyway, the Freddie Starr one is up there with like one of the most familiar British headlines of the last century.
Hey, I thought it was like a hamster up the arsehole.
It would have been a lot better if Freddie Starr put a hamster up his arsehole, wouldn't it? Clifford later represented his various clients, including Liverpool left-wing politician Derek Hatton, for whom Clifford created an affair to change his image. So he was like, right.
So it made him a bit of a bad boy.
Yeah.
Kind of like naughty boy, cheater. Like
absolutely. OJ Simpson. He represents OJ Simpson.
What did he say about OJ?
For which reason Clifford claimed to have received death threats. I think it was when OJ came to the UK, he represented him.
OJ's story is wild. Like, yeah. The fact that he do you know he fucking did TikTok for a while, I think.
He did. And he did thingy as well, didn't he? He did like cameos. You could get
wild.
You could get a cameo from OJ Simpson, man, the guy who like murdered his wife on the front lawn of his house. The glove didn't commit. The glove don't fit.
The glove didn't commit. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, no, sorry. The glove don't fit.
Glove didn't commit.
The glove didn't commit. Must have quit. So he represented OJ Simpson regarding public relations in the UK, specifically around the time of the 94 to 95 murder trial. Known as one of his most controversial clients, Clifford later recalled receiving death threats for the period that he was covering media coverage of Simpson. So it was actually during that time that he represented him as well. 94, 95. Did he do it? Did he really do it?
He loved this shit, didn't he? He was in it for the love of the game. He was like, fuck it. I could probably just make some salacious headlines about this.
Fuck it.
Well, it's like what lawyers do as well. Like really bad lawyers. There are good ones out there. They do exist. But most bad lawyers are just like, fuck it, I'll represent this murderer and try to get him out of court. It's the same kind of cutting of the cloth. They love the game so much of just like trying to get the salacious headline that they do not care about the morality of dealing with that.
I wonder if we could do it, like if just given something really terrible. No. I'm not going to use AI or Google to come up with something. I'm just going to use the power of the human brain, because I think we need to think more. Right. So if I said to you, I have a terrific, awful anal polyp,
Yeah, right, okay.
The worst anal polyp that's ever been known to man.
Sure. Where's this going?
I need you to spin that into a positive news headline that's going to raise awareness and keep me in the media. Instead of it being a negative, we've got to spin it. Get some news out of it. But that could be doubling down on how negative it is. So you could be like, the world's most impressive anal polyp.
That's too...
On podcast of Jimmy May's rectum.
You need like a headline that's going to really catch attention. Anal polyp saves baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Do we start there?
Yeah.
Like a magic trick, you work backwards.
Yeah. Well, there we
right,
go.
now we need the anal polyp to save a baby. Like, how do we get there?
Well, I could have been in like...
I mean, you're opening that book, aren't you?
I could have been...
You're opening that
anal
newspaper.
polyp saves baby. What?
Excuse me? Man's anal polyp saves baby, because like... You would get conflated with like, oh, is that?
I think you could just go anal polyp saves baby, because there's a mystery to that. Whose anal polyp? Was it the baby's anal polyp? Was it someone else's? Well, how is
maybe
how has it saved this baby?
Maybe his name was anal polyp, and you didn't have an actual like anal polyp. Maybe we just make up a fix. And we lure people in thinking, oh, they got us. It's just clickbait. It's pure clickbait. Your name is Anal Polyp.
I'd hire you to work for Max Clifford. I'd hire you.
Dude, I could do this all day. Give me another one.
I don't know. What's like the worst thing ever?
I mean, it's literally that is my whole thing, turning really bad things into positives.
Yeah. I mean, let's leave it at that one for now.
Okay, yeah, fair.
So I can't think of another good one. I just want to get through this now. So, yeah, he represents OJ Simpson. It's crazy.
Anal polyp saves baby.
Gillian McKeith, whose adverts he believed harmed their image. Rebecca Lewis. This was a really interesting one. Do you remember Rebecca Lewis?
No.
She's the
Lewis, are you saying?
Yeah, Loos. Sorry, it's this stupid side mouth. Rebecca Lewis. She's the lady that claimed to have an affair with David Beckham. Do you remember the David Beckham affair scandal? 2002, 2003-ish?
Kind of.
Yeah, so that was a really big news story. That was a huge scoop.
Dutch-born former media personality who became a household name in 2004 as allegedly had...
2004.
Allegedly had a 4-month affair with David Beckham while working...
Well, I remember that. Do you remember the photographs? I remember the newspaper photographs of her holding up her phone, showing text messages from Beckham.
I don't remember this.
So it was like, I've got all these text messages from Beckham's phone. But it was like, at that time, that seemed so canon. That seemed like, that must be that. But it's like, now you could be like, that's not my number.
Sure.
Beckham could just be like, that's not my number. What are you on about?
That's Photoshop with like an AI.
Yeah.
Well, recent media return, 2023 to 25.
Oh, she's back.
After years away from the spotlight.
She's back, baby.
Lose.
Yeah.
Why are they calling her Lose? Rebecca Lose.
Yeah, Rebecca Lose. Yeah, like
Lose.
Like if you go into a restaurant, do you know, where are you Lose?
Rebecca Lose.
Excuse me, where are you Lose? Rebecca, she's sat right over there.
Just holding up text messages.
Going pissing on her.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's horrible.
That's horrible.
I sound like I'm in the manosphere.
2023 Netflix docu-series Beckham, where David and Victoria discussed their hardest period. Yeah. So she came back for the dark.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Did she came back for the dark?
She came back for the dark.
Popped around for a brew with Victoria. But, I mean,
Rebecca, do you want to come back?
To be fair, if you found out later on that Max Clifford had gone to the Beckhams and been like, look, we need to elevate your profile. I've got this idea. Rebecca Lewis, pretend that you've been shagging her. You've not actually been shagging her. Act like you're heartbroken. Go through it all. Get yourselves back together. You're in the newspapers for a solid month.
Do you know what I think of?
Can you bend it like Beckham's cock? Like, what do you think of? It's all a lie, isn't it? The news. It's all a lie. It's all like.
Yes, absolutely. So what I think of when you, it's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
This is great, by the way. All this stuff is just fantastic. What are you thinking of, David? You're not saying anything. For
fuck's sake, I can't remember his name now.
Right. I'll carry on then. Clifford also represented Jade Goody. Most specifically during the reality star's cervical cancer and death.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
so how did he represent her?
So Clifford's keeping her on the front page of Hello magazine. He's getting all that. He's probably the one that went, You know what you should do? You should sell your wedding to Hello magazine. Because did you see the final days of Jay Goody? It was insane. They let them film, photograph everything. She got married to a fella, Jack, I can't remember his name, and they had a big wedding. I think it was at their house, and they let I think it was like the Hello magazine had the exclusive scoop. And back in the day, you wouldn't have like a live stream on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or anything like that. You wouldn't have like loads of photographs taken by people that were attending the wedding. It would have been like a specific publication that was either allowed to be there or that had stolen photographs of the situation.
Oh, right.
Through like long lenses.
Oh, shit.
So they allowed this newspaper, this massive scoop, which at that point would have been like, that sold them however many million copies. Because loads of people want to see someone dying's like wedding.
God, we're cooked, aren't we?
It's fucked.
We're cooked.
But like, it's the
Chat, be honest with me, we're cooked.
It's the human curiosity, innit? Like,
yeah, but like to monetize it, to leech off it, and just to fucking, we're cooked, man. It's
but
over.
Also, but then I think also, so think about it from Jade's perspective. I think that her rationale on this was, I've got 2 kids. I want to make as much money as I possibly can out of my situation for them before I die. So by selling the rights to her wedding to this magazine, she gets a lump sum of money, which then goes into her son's accounts for the future kind of thing. So it essentially, it works both ways, but also it's like Max Clifford's puppeteering all of this. He's taking skim.
He's fucking loving it as well, isn't he?
His section off as well.
Yeah.
The money comes in. He takes his cut. There's money funneling into his accounts.
I just got reminded, right? I'm reminded of like the recent stunt with Ben Stiller where he's selling his sodas, and he's been like marketing, selling, like he's released a brand new like fizzy drink soda thing, and he's been pictured in like supermarkets trying to sell it. It's really weird. And some conspiracy theorists was like, oh, this was because he was mentioned in the Epstein files and people were searching. He was Google trending that he was mentioned in the Epstein files or something. So the idea was, the PA stunt was to just get him in the media as like promoting this soda. So it just kind of whitewashes all like the searches. Wow. So when every time you entered in Ben Stiller now, it came up with just like soda promotion. Ben Stiller does this because his PA market team. This is just a conspiracy. I don't know if this is true. I remember seeing it once and I was like, if you were that way, like if you were his PA and you really needed to, like, Jim, I'm your PA and you're mentioned in the fucking files. I'm like, right, we just need you to start selling, like flogging your own sausages or something.
Dedicated to you, Ben Stiller.
What was the line after that?
You are my favorite motherfucker. Sorry.
So again, I just thought that if that I could imagine people like him doing this shit, like, oh, you're in the Epstein files, representing someone who's involved with the files. Well, but all he does is like, right, what we need to do is we need to spin this in like a.
Later on, I'm going to give you the juiciest hunk the juiciest hunk of steak you'll ever receive in terms of that, because you are bang on the money. So we'll move on. He represented Simon Cowell for over a decade. Of course, he did. He represented Rebecca. I'll move on. So Louis Theroux did an episode of When Louis Met with Max Clifford in 2002. He tried to set Louis Theroux up in Sainsbury's with a stunt, which backfired because Clifford was mic'd up and he was basically lying on the mic, and they captured him lying.
That what brings me on what I wanted to say earlier was like that happens a lot in documentaries. Yeah, that they get caught hot micing where they think they're off camera, but really they're still being recorded. Yeah, that happens so much. So it's getting to that good bit now. Fucking. So he represented a witness in the case against Gary Glitter, going in.
Who's an absolute paedophile. Yeah, he's.
Of course, he's got Gary Glitter.
He's hurtling towards the cliff.
Yeah.
So he represented a witness in the case against Gary Glitter. He wasn't representing Gary Glitter. In 2005, he paid damages to settle defamation proceedings brought by Neil and Christine Hamilton after he represented Nadine Milroy Sloan, who was later found to have falsely accused the pair of sexual assault. So he's represented somebody who said that she was sexually assaulted by a couple, and she wasn't. It was a lie, and Max Clifford had to pay damages. In 2005,
Probably pocket chaser at this point.
In 2005, he told reporters he would not represent Michael Jackson after he was found not guilty of child abuse. He said it would be the hardest job in PR after representing Saddam Hussein.
I remember that.
Do you really?
I remember that quote.
There you go.
Fuck. Jesus, that was him that said that?
Here, do you want this nice juicy bit of steak? This is where things start to get really, 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 really funny. Following the Jimmy Savile sex abuse scandal, but prior to his own arrest, Max Clifford claimed that dozens of big-name stars contacted him and feared that they would become implicated in the Operation Yewtree scandal. Max Clifford claimed that in the 1960s and 1970s, they never asked for anybody's birth certificate before having sex. They being, I guess, the people that contacted him. There's a little aside here that I'd like to throw in for LGBTQ clients. So Max Clifford helped like several footballers apparently to hide the fact that they were gay. And he said here, to my knowledge, there's only one top-flight professional gay footballer who came out, which is Justin Fashanu. He ended up committing suicide. I've advised the top Premiership star who's bisexual, if it came out that he had gay tendencies, his career would be over in 2 minutes. Should it be? No. But if you go on the terraces and hear the way fans are, and also the kind of general attitude that goes with football, it's almost like going back to the dark ages. He told The Independent on Sunday in 2009 he represented 2 Premier League footballers in the past 5 years. Who he advised to stay in the closet because football remains in the dark ages and everyone's deeply homophobic. So he's advising Premier League footballers to basically hide their sexuality as well. So I don't think that's because he is I don't know if that's because he's an advocate for LGBTQ people or because he's a giant homophobe, or I don't really get the angle on that.
Well, I think there's some validity to that because I think I'm a bit biased towards football fans. I think football fans are a bit fucking.
I mean, football fans are awful, yeah,
awful. I don't know what 2026 football fans are like now. Though I think it's
a bit different now. They do rainbow laces and all that sort of stuff. But I think also like a lot of fans would argue that that's performative nonsense, and I don't know if it's actually. I think it's probably better than it was.
I don't want to categorize football fans because I've got a weird relationship with football because I used to love it and then I fell out of love with it because of the fans.
Yeah.
Because it was like I was getting fucking like not death threats, but it's like just because you supported a different team, people wanted to like fucking actually it would just have turned a bit laddie and violent.
Aggy and
I was
gross,
a bit like that part I didn't like. Was I don't know but that's because it's my own personal thing around football, so I don't really know. I'd have to ask a 2020. I guess it depends on the club. Depends on like the league. It depends on like I could imagine small town league are a bit like that because it's a bit that way, maybe more.
Yeah,
but I also
diverse,
think
those
fans.
I think those fans are a bit more like passionate about the actual game as well, because I think like bigger teams now, like the Premier League, it's just. I mean, this is a horrible sidetrack. The Premier League now is just it's sponsorship and wealth and money, and it's not really about the game anymore. It's about the celebrity that goes with the players. Like, of course, the players are very good, but the status, you follow the players, you follow their stories, you follow their like brands. Like every great player has like 6 or 7 or 8 brands attached to them.
If I would let him, I would like literally tell him to lean into the game.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, maybe he should have done that, but he didn't.
I would just like, fuck it. We need to change football. We need to change the perception.
There's a great politics bit here. So traditionally, I think it says essentially because he was a working class initially, Max Clifford was a Labour supporter, and he worked to bring down the government of John Major. So that meant he sort of was aligned with like Tony Blair and stuff like that, but also.
Tony fucking Blair.
Exactly. Back again. Tony fucking Blair. He's also...
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage. What did you say? That was you.
No, after that, what did you say?
What did I say?
Which made me go, oh.
Awesome. Oh, I said he's a war criminal.
I went, oh. Yeah, that was it. He's a war criminal.
Because of Iraq. But, so there's a couple of really funny things that he does in terms of politics. So, David Mellor, who was a Conservative MP.
I'm enthralled, by the way. I'm in. I'm like, right, I need to know more. This story is developed. I'm like, here he goes.
In 1992, so this is during John Major's term as Prime Minister.
I'm 5.
Max Clifford represented a woman that David Mellor had an affair with. David Mellor's a Conservative MP, so he's currently the Conservatives are in government. He's an active MP in government.
He's on the side of Labour.
He's opposite Labour. Yeah. So Labour are the opposition at this point. The Conservatives.
Max is working for Labour. He finds this spicy because
Max supports Labour for sure. Yeah. So he's like, oh, brilliant.
Skin in the game.
A Conservative MP's had an affair. This woman's come to me, and so he tells the newspapers that whilst this Conservative MP is absolutely slapping puss.
Hey.
He's not only slapping puss, but he's wearing a Chelsea shirt whilst he's doing it.
Why is he adding that in?
I don't know, but it hits.
But it
hits the front page of all the newspapers. So he's got this David Mellor.
What's the headline?
Let's have a look. With I can see if I can find it, actually.
All right, headline's called
David Mellor Chelsea shirt.
David Mellor hits it from the back whilst wearing blue. David Mellor in blue.
David Mellor knocks it in from the back.
No, wait, so you could do it because blue's porn, isn't it? Blue's like porn.
Oh, it's as simple as this. Mellor made love in a Chelsea strip, and there's a picture of him in a full kit next to the woman that he's having an affair with. Night, he scored 4 times with actress.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Fantastic. There
it
is.
What I will say, I don't like this. I don't like salacious headlines. I don't like clickbait. I don't like the way things are going.
Well, this
but
is
I
early
have to
clickbait.
admit, some like early newspaper articles were fucking. Some of the
It's
headlines
funny.
were hilarious,
it's
especially
funny.
English.
Yeah. Mellor tap puss in a Chelsea strip. Fantastic.
No, there needs to be something like so because blue is also like a slang term for porn as well, right?
Yeah, a bit of blue.
They needed. I reckon Mellor. You
got to think about.
Workshop
You got to think about
more.
the Sun's readership. Listenership.
You just need to
You got
put
to think
big
about the
block
Sun's
letters.
readership.
Page
as well.
3 tits.
Because if they went with something
Back
more
then.
subtle, like Mellor's a fan of blue or something like that, they'd be like, what?
True.
It hits better that
They need
like,
to get to that page 3, don't they?
Yeah, I think now they'd probably be like, they don't think they would put made love. I think they'd be like, Mellor's a top shagger in a Chelsea kit or something.
So is Mellor? That's a real picture of Mellor wearing that kit as well.
It's not a real picture. That's definitely been some kind of Photoshop. Again,
I'm
so
starting to
this
think-
is like really rudimentary early stuff, isn't it? It's like this is like
Photoshop.
like you would
Wait.
AI or Photoshop something now. This is like you're getting that. So like they've got a guy.
What year was this?
1992. They've got a guy here. They've cut David Mellor's head out. There's definitely no picture of David Mellor in a full Chelsea kit. He's wearing socks and boots for fuck's sake. There's no way. But this is 92.
Oh my God.
So this is like rudimentary kind of stuff. This is like clickbait. It's like this is selling newspapers when newspapers back then were 25p.
Photoshop 1992. Adobe released Photoshop 2.5.
There you go,
and
mate.
landmark version. It was first to support Microsoft Windows. Just for the uninitiated, Photoshop is something I've used.
Oh my
since I
God.
was a kid.
There's another headline here.
What did Photoshop 2.5 look like? Sorry.
Mellor quits at last. Toe job to no job.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's good.
Toe job to no job is
that's
fantastic, by the way.
Have your 20p.
Toe job to no job is fantastic. That's
Have your
25p.
20p. Have your 25p.
Yeah. Sorry to all our Scouse listeners, by the way, because Eclipse the Sun and all that. But yeah, that is a good headline. You've got to give them that.
Yeah, well done.
1999 also, Max Clifford, even though he's a Labour supporter, he sells a story to the Sun again, saying that Cherie Blair is pregnant.
Look at Photoshop
when
back then.
she's not. Wow, what a simpler time.
Sorry,
man.
guys, I'm just geeking out about Photoshop. Fucking hell, man.
A simpler time, 92.
1992 Photoshop slaps, man.
Getting into the good stuff now. He does some charity work, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't really matter.
I have to wrap this up soon, mate. We've been quite a while.
Indecent assault convictions. Da-da-da.
So this wasn't a story covered. This was him.
Yeah. Indecent assault convictions. So bear in mind at this point, the height of his pomp, let's say Christmas 2011. Max Clifford probably has a big Christmas in 2011. He's worth about £10 million. 2009, he's just done the Jay Goody stuff. He's probably had a good payout from that.
Snow is falling, not only outside, but on his countertop table.
There's cocaine everywhere in the Clifford household. In the Clifford household,
all around
that Christmas.
him.
Yeah, he's married to a woman called Joe Westwood.
Westwood.
Yeah, no relation to Tim.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's see who she is. Who's Joe Westwood? Oh, no idea. It doesn't really matter. Cool. So, yeah, I imagine that Christmas is quite plentiful in his house. I reckon they all sat around, big turkey, lots of meat going on, loads of crackers, loads of laughter, ha, 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 loads of cocaine, up to the early hours, full bottle of Jack Daniels. Probably, should we whack the old projector and porno out like that? Lock me down the crown like the old times, eh, Joe?
What was it called, his production company?
What's it called?
Smutty fucking Productions or whatever, or something.
Yeah, hold on. No, I've got it in the notes. It was called Climax Productions.
Let's give Climax Productions another run, shall we?
Hey, Joe, do you remember these? Climax Productions.
Put it on.
The first videos from Climax. Exactly. So 2011 Christmas, things are looking pretty good. And he's saying these things about Operation Yewtree, like the whole Savile thing's come out at this point, and he's saying that he's been approached by loads of celebrities that need protecting. Indecent assault convictions. Clifford was arrested at his home on the 6th of December 2012 by Metropolitan Police officers on suspicion of sexual offences. The arrest was part of Operation Yewtree, which was set up in the wake of the Jimmy Savile sexual abuse scandal. So it's the delicious, it's the shark eating its own tail. It's the I've been approached by loads of people saying that I should defend them. And
so what was his involvement in all of this then? Did this all come out?
So he's nothing to do with Jimmy Savile whatsoever, but Operation Yewtree is set up in the wake of Jimmy Savile to investigate like sex crimes essentially from the past that have been reported but not followed through on.
So is
Operation Yewtree was a British police investigation to sexual abuse, predominantly the abuse of children.
I remember this coming out.
Committed by multiple media personalities. So
and he was on the list.
It took down Rolf Harris. It took down Gary Glitter.
Fucking Rolf Harris, I remember this.
It took down Cliff Richard was also
Just to pause.
in it. Yeah.
Animal Hospital ruined.
Yeah. What a theme as well.
Ready? 3, 2. Two, one, and fucking hell. And he gets his wobble board out. Remember that? He used to get that
just
out.
Dark.
Fucking man, it's so dark, man.
But
stop touching kids. It's not hard.
Please stop touching kids. So arrests leading to convictions from Operation Yewtree. You have Paul Gadd, a.k.a. Gary Glitter, David Patrick Griffin, a.k.a. Dave Lee Travis, who was a Radio 1 DJ, Max Clifford, who was the publicist.
So he was like not just involved, he was like proper.
Rolf Harris,
a fucking
TV personality. Chris Denning, former Radio 1 disc jockey and previously convicted sex offender. And Michael Salmon, medical doctor at the Stoke Mandeville Hospital, where Jimmy Savile abused his victims.
Jeez.
And Jeffrey Wheeler, who was a BBC employee, no relation to the late broadcaster Jeffrey Wheeler.
Were they all working together, or is it just like a...
They weren't all working together, no. These are all separate things, but they were all investigated because they were, I guess, like celebrities within their own right. I guess in the modern day, Scott Mills is probably in here somewhere. Have you seen that this week? Scott Mills has been arrested for nefarious...
No way.
Underage boys. So, allegedly at this point. So, Clifford.
Be honest with me, we're cooked.
Clifford gets taken down by Operation Yewtree. So, on the 26th of April 2013, Max Clifford was charged with a further 11 indecent assaults between 1966. So, he's working at EMI and 1985 on girls and women aged 14 to 19. He claims the allegations were completely false. He pleads not guilty on the 28th of May 2013, and then the 28th of April 2014, Clifford was convicted on 8 counts of indecent assault against 4 victims at Southwark Crown Court. He was acquitted of 2 charges. Blah 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 blah. So if the judge added if the offences had taken place after the law was changed in 2003, several of the offences of which Clifford was found guilty would have been tried as rape, which carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. So he actually got an 8-year sentence in 2014. His missus leaves him.
Good. As you should.
Yeah, I believe his missus leaves him 2014.
Where does this story end?
And here we go. The 7th of December 2017. Max Clifford collapsed in a HM prison Little Hay after trying to clean his cell. He was taken to hospital where he died of a heart attack 3 days later. 10th of December, aged 74.
Wow, the story of Max Clifford.
So his pomp and his height, we're saying Christmas 2011. The man was worth
convicted 2013.
About £10 million. But then if you have a look at this afterwards, I think he was left with a lot less money than that. Sorry, hold on. I've lost the tab now.
Well, he's not Cliff Maxon anymore.
He's not Cliff Maxon, absolutely not. So his net worth at his height was 10 million. But he, after being sued by his female victims and paying back debts, he was left with 193,000 in his will. So quite the Cliff Max, off the cliff. Bye wealth. Bye wife. Bye everyone.
Bye life.
Yeah, bye life. Like on his way up, he's rampaging up to the cliff, and then he really hits 2011 Christmas, and then after that, it's really
kind
down,
of got his comeuppance
down.
Just has a heart attack.
It's kind of like
easy way out though for someone who molests fucking.
It is an easy way out. Like he wasn't Gaddafi's for sure,
Nah.
but also it is revenge, isn't it? So we do get a payoff. Like he loses all his money, his reputation's in tatters. Like he's taken down by Operation Yewtree, which he's bragging about, like having to protect people from, and then he's taken down by the very thing that like he's bragging about having
the
to protect people
snake in his
from.
tail.
It's fantastic. And then yeah, absolutely no money left, gets divorced, dies in prison basically.
Jeez.
So
well, I was genuinely not. I didn't know anything about this, and then I was hanging on. I was like, oh shit, this is a crazy story. He pretty much was the inventor of fake news, pretty much. Or one of them. Yeah, probably one of them.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, what? Absolutely. He wasn't the first person to ever say, like, no press is bad press. But he was one of the first people in modern media to really utilize that to sell, like, sensationalized stories. He invented affairs. He, like, said that Freddie Starr ate a hamster.
He would be living it up in 2026. He'd like, fuck me with TikTok and...
Mate, Max Clifford today will be working with HS TikTok. He'd be working with all those people.
Would be,
But I guess those kind of people now do their own PR based on some of the stories and some of the news headlines and sensationalism that came before it.
Yeah.
So, like, actually, what he set a precedent for is, like, lying to make ourselves famous. And in that vein, David, I think that we should create one big, huge lie to end this episode on so we can start, like, using that to like funnel ourselves into the mainstream media. Got any big lies that we could make up?
I am the... What's the word for out of wedlock child or like child?
Yeah. You're the bastard child.
I'm the bastard child of Freddie Mercury. Dale! And
So-
if that doesn't prove it,
Circle back next
week.
next week.
Respond with me. Can you not see the lightless? Daylight commando want to go home. Wrong song.
Wait, are you saying has Freddie pumped Suzanne?
Circle back next week.